Anyways, hello everyone and welcome back. Happy 2026. Oh my gosh, what the heck? 2025 went by really fast, but I don't mind that. Just welcome back. We are doing New Leaf today. Wow. So as you just saw, I've had this town for a full year. I started it on the 1st of 2025, and it is now the 1st of 2026, which, like I just said, is crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little town tour, show off this town since it's not often a town of mine makes it a year in. um, so yeah, so coming from my house, it's not fully expanded. Honestly, so this the last time I showed off this town was like April. But yeah, this was a more casual town, so I didn't. I'd usually only come on for 20 minutes, so I wasn't really focusing on my house. Actually, we can even go in. Um, until recently, um, I may or not have given myself money. So, so yeah. Actually, hold on. Let me do this. Changing to this. Yeah. So this was the outfit I've had on pretty much since the start of the game last year. Um, and yeah, I kept it on until like the very end. It's like and like December. I decided, oh, I should probably change that. So yeah, main room. I started expanding my house, so I started taking a lot of the furniture out. So we have Poppy's photo. Poppy was my first camper, and I think she left sometime during the summer. We also have Sprocket. I moved it on pretty early on. Most of these are photos from April 1st, obviously, but I did earn one photo, which is cool. Yeah, there's a lot of. It's just junk right now. In the background here, I think it's the Modern Wood series because I had a lot of it. I kind of just went off of what furniture I had a lot of in storage or in the house itself. We have Lopez. He left back in May. We have Gaston, who was one of my starters, but um, I let him leave in November because I didn't really like where he lived. And then we have the room to the right and the top floor, which I know the house looks so weird when it's only half expanded. I really need to pay off at least on the left side, just so it it stops looking so weird. We have Meringue's photo. I can't interact with it though. Oopsies. I did get Meringue's photo. She gave me this personally. Meringue was another one of my starters, and yeah, I got her photos, which is cool. Yeah, I'll talk about more of the villager lore as we go around town, but just showing off what we have here, and then upstairs. I need to expand the room. It's almost done. Surprisingly, I got a lot of the polka dot stuff, and I wanted to customize it all. So I was doing that slowly, and I think I have most, if not all, the items now. I don't think all of them are in the room, but and then we have more photos, pretty much my excess photos. So we have Maureen again. Like I said, I got her photo from her. We also have Sprinkle, who was another starter. Those are the last two starters left, which I think was accurate to when I last recorded, except Gaston. But we also have Filbert and Tom. Both of them have left by now. And then we have Pearl and Agnes, who have also left by now. That was ages ago. They both left. But I mean, Pearl left like immediately after their first. I don't think she was here for the last video. And then Agnes left. I think sometime in May. So yeah, a lot of the villagers were due because I got their photo, but yeah. That was my house. Just wanted to show that off real quick since nothing special. Like I said, casual town. I wasn't really like, oh, let's finish everything. There are paths, but for like half of its lifespan, this town did not have paths. Also, here's Sprinkle. I love her. She's one of my favorites. I really like that I got her and Moringa starters since they both have like a sweet theme to them, and I like that they're both the last two starters left. I think that they're like besties, you know. Even though I kind of want now that we're a year in, um, I don't like Meringue's house placement as much, so I might let her leave. Um, I have she gave me her photo, and that's also another reason why. So yeah, I am living right next to my plaza. We have the tree. I can sit on it. We'll do that at the end of the video. Over to the plaza is Sprinkle, who like, as a starter, she has like the perfect house placement because it's so out of the way. It's by the incline, but it's not anywhere I would walk. So that's fun. Down here, I was messing with carnations. um, I got them also from just playing for the year, but I didn't really start breeding them until the end. So, end of the year, I should say, because I'm not resetting this town, but we had talked to Ripot earlier. We also have Deirdre. I believe she was here for the last video. I think she's the only villager that would have been still here from that. I think everyone else has moved out by now. So yeah, we have a little neighborhood going on down here, which is good because I'm slowly making villagers move down here because, yeah. We also have Ed. Ed moved here around October. Same with Ribot. Ribot moved in after him. Ribot's okay. I think I got Ribot in another town at the same time. So it's like, oh, I have Ribots in 2 towns, and he ended up leaving the other one because I didn't like where he lived in that one. So he ended up staying here, but I might let him leave. For a while, we did not really have any jocks in the town because I had Sheldon in it as my starter, and just no one else I liked moved in after that. Oh, so this is our most recent villager. We have Blueberry. She autofilled. I have not had a camper I wanted to take like in the past 2 months. So Blueberry autofilled, and I like Blueberry, so I don't mind that. And then we have the cafe down here. Have not really designed. I need to get bushes. I think I wanted the ones for the island, which I have not gotten them yet because I can rarely go to the island because I need to go to the island. A little seating area next to the cafe. Along with that, we have a villager house. We have a not Ribot. Oh my god, they have some other house animals. We have Rattle, who is a welcome amiibo villager. So early on, I had an incident where I had a villager move in from another town, and I did not want that villager at all. So I moved in an amiibo and kicked him out. And so ever since then, every few months, I've been rotating amiibo villagers out. So I've had Rattle since September. So most likely when I reach 10 again, I think I'm gonna kick him out. Which I think I'm gonna move in Snooty the Anteater. I know that seems really random, but I want to move him. Yeah, we have Rattle. Rattle's pretty cool. This is my first time really having a new leaf actually, so pretty cool. And then over here we have the little archway, which is not lit up yet. It's about to be actually, so I might come back to this area. Then we have Town Hall, and behind Town Hall we have the police station. So yeah, and like the little corner of town, I kind of just have all the facilities. Up here we have the Wisteria Trellis, one of my favorite Fiddlerworks projects. I made this like little like zen area, or at least tried to. Again, casual town, but as it went on, I did make more stabilized areas just because it's like, oh, well, with the cafe being here, I don't want villagers to move in here and stuff like that, so. Yeah, and then you leave that, and you're more in the foresty part of town, because up here we do have the campsite. No one's here because it's New Year's Day. And then, yeah, I put a lot of pine trees and putting in bushes slowly. Ideally, this is where Sheldon lived at the start of town, and no one's ever moved back here. I had Dora, she lived like right here, but that was kind of like in the way over the bridges, but yeah. Speaking of, we have the bridge, and then we have Meringue's house, who I did decorate. I just finished this because I procrastinated on the carnations. And then behind Meringue is just space where like villagers could live in, but no one lives there currently because I only have 9, because like I said, I have not been able to get a camper I like in the past few months, so like, I think the past 2 or 3 villagers have all been autofills because of that. But we have Meringue. Like I said, I love Meringue, she was one of the starters, but I think just because of where her house placement is, I don't think anyone can move behind her. So like this entire area right here, no one can move here, and they can only move over here, so I think I'm gonna let Meringue leave now that it's a year in, and yeah, but as for Sprinkle, who's my other starter, as I said, I want to keep her. She's one of my favorites, and I really like where she is, and I think she's fine. So I want to keep her, but I might let Meringue leave. Also, just gives me more chances to get normal type villagers, because I've only had Meringue, or I had an issue where it's like I had 3, because I was keeping Meringue, and yeah. Down here, this isn't unfinished. Again, Gaston lived right here, and I let him leave, and then I haven't done anything since. I'm kind of waiting on public work projects. I just haven't got any suggested to me, just because I haven't been on as much, I guess, in the past month or 2. But yeah, I'll probably get a few and put them down here since I don't really know what to do with this area. Down here we have the fountain, that's been here since like the start because I wanted villagers not to move here. Oh, hello. Speaking of public work projects, you want to suggest some? No, you want to leave. Okay, that's great. That's so great, Deidre. No, don't do it. What a way to kill the mood. I think someone did that last time. I think it was Poppy. um, yeah. So I don't know what to do this area. We'll see. So that's something, and that's something I like about this town too. There's still things to do, even though I've had it for a year. So yay. Over here, I think this area heavily changed a lot too, because I think it used to look a lot different because a lot of the villagers lived over here. I think Lopez lived here. I think there was a Biff moved here at one point, and I really did not like it. It looked really bad, and that made me want to change this area. So it used to be like a little park area, but I condensed it into like this small section with a bench and a lamp post. Because I believe I used to have lamp posts on each side here, and then it just wasn't necessary. So I changed it up a little bit, and because of that, I kind of let this area be empty, and yeah, I need to mess with that. Then here we have a walkway from the train station, and then to the left, we also have a little, like a continuation of the park, I guess. We have the cube sculpture, and then we have the bench here, along with the clock down there. Similar to the campsite area, I'm trying to make this very like foresty, so I'm using all pine trees. This area is empty because I had two, like in the past month, I've had two villagers leave here. One of them was Bud, my least favorite villager ever. He randomly autofilled in, I think, September, like right when I went back to school, and he didn't leave until the last day of November. That was yeah. Bud lived here. Well, I think Lucky lived here, and I had him since the summer, and then he left mid-December. But I liked Lucky, but he lived right in front of the bridge, and I knew he was gonna have to leave eventually because of that. But yeah, so this is the bridge that comes from the plaza / my house. So that's fun. Who's that? I saw someone. Oh no, it's Ed. Hello. I oddly like Ed. I haven't really had him in a while, like in any Animal Crossing. I think the last time I really had him was like City Folk 6 years ago. So like, yeah, I haven't really had him since then, and it's like, I kind of like Ed. For a Smug, I don't really like the Smugs. I actually kind of like Ed. So then over here we have Claudia. I've had Claudia since September, the start of September. I like her. I like that she moved in. I think I got her from the campsite. She might have been. No, I got Ed and Rabat from the campsite. I think everyone else has been autofills though. And then we got Vladimir, who is the second newest. He autofilled. He's okay. I honestly don't care if he leaves. This section also is. I also recently renovated this section. Ironically, no, that's supposed to be there. Wait, no, it's not. Okay, there was a clock here. So Filbert lived here, and he was a starter. And at first, like, it's like I don't really like Filbert. I like Filbert. I like Filbert, but I didn't like where he lived because at the start, I think you guys might have seen this, but there was like 3 villagers living up here, and I didn't like that, so I put a clock down here, and yeah, so I just didn't want villagers to live here for a while. But then recently, it's like as I'm like developing other areas of the town, I'm honestly not doing that much with this side of the town. Right, there's like a little pocket below retail. So I'm like, oh no, I'll just open it back up to the villagers. And then before I could even destroy the clock, Vladimir autofilled. So it's kind of a congested area again. But if once Vladimir leaves, maybe Claudia in the future, I'll just let this be like a foresty area. So yeah, there used to be a clock here, but I removed it. And then back here we have a fence. This has been here from the start of the town, and honestly, I've not done much with it. It's kind of hidden, which is another reason why I want to open up this area more, because I never go back there. And then we have the lighthouse, which I think Gaston suggested right before he left, so that's kind of cute. It's like Gaston's lighthouse. And then, like I said, up here, this leads up to retail. And to the right, I actually have a fruit orchard because it's like pretty out of the ways, and no one's gonna move here, so I put all the fruit trees. So yeah, I believe that is most of what I have done in town. And yeah, have this town for a year. Pretty cool. And I want to continue making it and developing it. So yay. I just wanted to start the town real quick because, like I said, this is like, it's rare I have a town for this long. I usually end up resetting them like a few months in. So yay, little town tour into the new year and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna show off the end credits now, and that will be the end of the video. So yeah, I guess I'll just talk about stuff. Since now we're coming into the new year. And, ooh, I didn't really upload that much in 2025, but mainly because of college. But I mean, I didn't really do anything over the summer either, so it's like no excuses there. I don't know if I really plan to do much different this year. I think it would just be small videos here and there whenever I feel like it, especially with college. I definitely don't have time to do stuff with school and yada yada. Last semester was really weird for me because like my schedule was like going into it, it's like, oh, I'll give myself like a free day on Monday, Wednesday, Friday by only giving myself one class and pushing all my other classes on Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah, that didn't work out that well because like I'd come home Monday, Wednesday, Friday at like 11:20 and be like, oh, I'm gonna have so much free time, and then I do nothing because I'm a morning person and I'm already tired by the time I get home. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I'm in from there from like 9:30 to 4, and it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, last semester was kind of rough in that sense. My classes were fine. It's just more so the actual schedule itself kind of bothered me. Um, so yeah, kind of looking forward to the next semester though. Um, and yeah, that's kind of what my life has been like for past few months. You know, college. Oh, this is on a new 3DS because the one I got last year had some issues. Yay! Um, the touchscreen eventually gave out because it was a refurbished 3DS. But I got a new one. This is a XL, so it doesn't have the amiibo compatibility, but that's fine. I still have the Dead Pixels DS, and that has the amiibo compatibility, so I just need a different DS so I don't use that one constantly, because I noticed from playing this one especially that the other towns, I mean the other 3DS's battery life has been cut in half, and it's only usually alive for 2 hours instead of 4. So yeah, I really needed a new 3DS, so yeah, so this is a new 3DS, so though Datapixels weren't here this time. They probably weren't last time. This is probably using the quote unquote new one. But yeah, we won't talk about that real quick. But yep. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a good new year, and that this year treats you better than last year. Bye.